What's up, guys? Chris here, back again with another market video for you guys today. Just want to make a short video talking about team of the season. The market has already started to crash, and we need to talk about that in today's video. We're also going to be showing you guys some things you guys can club stock and prices you guys should be able to look for these cards at. And if you're willing to be patient with it, you can make a decent amount of coins with those cards. So before we get into the video, if you guys can just drop a like on it and subscribe if you're new around here, that'd be absolutely fantastic. The next video we're going to be doing as well is going to be a 28-2 tactics video that we used on this account to get Elite 1 this past weekend. So make sure you guys do support those videos. I'd really appreciate that. The market today got sold off quite a bit, and the market that got destroyed the most was the team of the years and the moments and prime icons. Any top tier card really got destroyed today, and I was buying this Cruyff for my team on Saturday, and we bought him at like 3.23 or something like that, and he is now down at like 2.7. This is insanely down. This is down like 600k from the weekend. If you take a look at team of the year Ronaldo, he was 7.4, and he is now down. If you go take a look right here, he is like 6.6. It's absolutely insane how low these cards are. And I think everyone's first question is this going to be the lowest point? And I'll say this, I don't think so. People have started to selling cards from their clubs. People are starting to get that feeling of, oh my god, team of the season is coming. I need to go untradeable this week, or at least go very minimal with my team. And I think that showed on the market today, where the top tier market was the one that was getting destroyed the most. The 100k market, 200k market wasn't really down that much compared to the percentage drop-offs we saw on the higher tier market. And that was always going to happen because the higher tier market is going to have absolutely no demand this year, or at this time of the year. Now, it's not just people selling off at this time, it's people also wanting to buy. I saw this Ronaldo, cheapest on the market, for 3 hours not sell. That tells you the full story of nobody wants to buy these cards right now, and it takes it takes a lot of patience to sell these cards, and you're going to have to eat the loss as well on cards like this. The 100k to 300k 250 range, that's the type of market that people are a little bit more confident buying because those are not as big price drop-offs, and there's not as much tax that has to go within that as well. So when someone buys a card of Ronaldo's stature at 7.4 million, if you sold today at like 6.6 or whatever, you lost like over 1 million coins because there's like 350k or close to that on tax, along with the prices that you saw dropping. So that is why people with the higher tier cards are more quicker to get those cards out, because there's so many more coins that are, you know, with those cards compared to a 100k Bernardo Silva, a 70k, you know, Carrasco card, etc. Those are the type of cards that went down the most. I think they have more room to drop, though. I don't think we're done seeing drop-offs. Last year, we kind of saw a similar trend to every card, and that was everything dropped the most in terms of percentage drop-off on the team of the season loading screen. Now, that's not going to happen this year, in my opinion. I think a lot of people would agree with that are in the trading scene, because last year, COVID struck, and the seasons got canceled or they got postponed. So we didn't know what was going on about team of the season, whether they were going to do something in the summer, whether they going to do something ASAP. And what happens most of the time is when the market gets caught off guard on something or blindsided, you see the market drop off the most. And that used to be the case on Thursdays when they used to drop loading screens those days, because people would be blindsided by that loading screen and they'd go and panic sell their team. That obviously has changed in terms of the structure of their game. Now, are we going to get a loading screen this Friday? If team of the season is the 23rd, voting and the loading screen should be this Friday coming. I've heard some people say to me that team of the knockout stage could be this Friday. I don't know 100% if that's going to happen, because how would you run a promo team of the knockout stage and also have a team of the season loading screen plus voting? I don't know how that would work. But talking about drops, talking about spike ups, you're going to see three different things. You're going to see a drop out or drop down on some of these cards further, but there's going to be a couple spikes that you see during the team of the season promo. One of the weeks is going to be, well, actually, there's going to be 3 different spikes. One spike is going to be the night of community tots. Those cards are going to go up a lot, because what's going to happen is people are going to be panic selling going into that, and then they're going to want to buy back because they see the quality of players in that team, and they're like, well, this is nothing for me to really sell my team for, and I can go buy my squad back up. Again, red cards should feature team of the seasons this year once again. That's going to be an added bonus for everybody playing Weekend League. Another spike up you're going to see is Premier League Tots, and that Thursday flipping is going to be phenomenal. And talking about cards like Rio Ferdinand. Now, I showed you guys, and I talked a little bit with the chat earlier today on my stream. I told a few people maybe today could be a sell-off day for you guys, and you guys can buy them back in a week or two. Because, listen, selling today is not great, but what happens in a week or two if these cards down another 100k? And that's something I always tell you guys, like, if you could sell now and then it rebounds 50k up, selling yesterday was still the better day to sell in the long run if you were looking to get out of any of your cards. Now, I'm not telling you guys to sell your team unless you need to. If you want these coins back into your club, you want to get liquid or whatever, yeah, I think this market is going to drop even further. If you look at this Rio Ferdinand baby card, he was 950. He went all the way down to 719. Now, during Prem Tots, when all those coins got injected onto the market, Wednesday, May 6th, 741, he went all the way to 885. But if you think of it like this, he went from 950 to 719. Now, we're seeing some really insane drops today, and that's before the loading screen even drops. Now, I don't know what's going to happen when the loading screen does actually drop this Friday, if that is the day to do it, because we've already seen a lot of sell-off going into it, and I don't think it'll stop. I think there'll be more people that are looking to sell off, because I don't think everyone's sold off yet. I really don't. This Pele actually just went on bid at 4.35, which is a great deal for whoever just got that. I was paying attention to it. You could technically make profit on this as well if you sell this at like 4.65. When is the last time you saw like middle and prime icons going for open bids like at this rate? I mean, I haven't seen a Pele open bid in a long time. It just shows you the amount of panic that is in the market, and it's not just selling off, it's people that are buying as well. It takes two to tango, like a lot of them say. You have people selling, but that could very equally be like people buying back as well. You're not seeing that. You're seeing people sell off and not as many people buying, and that is why you're seeing such a big drop off, especially on the top tier market. Now, I'm trying to flip cards, and it's not going amazing. I flipped a few cards today, but cards are just down and no one's really buying into this stuff right now. And listen, there is going to be a low point on a lot of these cards sometime over the next week or two. When that is, I can't really tell you guys right now. I know that's what you guys want to hear, but I'm sorry, it's very difficult to kind of see where this market's. I think the market goes lower. That's in my opinion. I think people will agree with that. Now, EA, in regards to Fodder, and we're going to talk about that right now as well, Fodder is ridiculously low, and they dropped this Fall Player Days promo on purpose, in my opinion. They wanted Fodder to go low enough to then where they can bring out a repeatable SBC sometime, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday, right? Or maybe this weekend, where they can drain coins off the market, but also allow Fodder to go up a little bit, but not go to as high as they had gone to last month in early March. That is something that I think is really possible for them to do. The only reason why you bring FUB Player Days, you had nothing planned this week, okay? You dropped Player Days, you dropped the 2-for-1 packs. They even dropped 2-for-1 packs on a Monday, guys. That tells you the full story. They wanted Fodder to go low enough. They wanted people to sell their Fodder because they knew they had it. And then now they can obviously rise it with certain SBCs. And what better way is an icon repeatable SBC they can come out with. And obviously Fodder will rise with that. Fodder, obviously, if you don't see something like that happen, Fodder is going to probably go lower during, obviously, lightning rounds when we do get community tots, when we get Premier League tots. But they're going to fluctuate a lot, okay? And if you look at any of the cards last year, and we're going to do more in-depth research on that this week, Fodder fluctuated a ton during Team of the Season. It was going up and down daily. And that's going to be a really good way to make coins every single day. I know this video is a little bit all over the place, but I'm trying to catch up with you guys because haven't really been on YouTube over the last couple of days. Now, the market tomorrow is really determined on, okay, let's see what sell-off we get in the morning time. If we get like an icon SBC, I think that sell-off could get accelerated a bit. as people will lose coins from doing the icon SBC. And I know it's something that we've been talking about for months now. Like, it feels like years, but it's only been like obviously a couple weeks since we have yet had our last icon SBC that was like a casino type SBC. And Fodder obviously is just super low right now. Now 88s, 89s went up a little bit. They were at like 51, 52. They're up to like 55 to 57. 88s are starting to gradually rise back up. They're at the 44 range. 87s were lowest at 30. They're now up to 33. This was their idea of trying to get the Fodder to just go as low as possibly can, get people to lose coins on it, and then now it's time for them to spike it. And like I said, all of it kind of culminates in, right? Why they do something like this, it's allowed to regulate their market. Fodder, essentially, you need Fodder going into team of the season to be high. Like, at least higher than it is now, in my opinion, because it's more value in packs, and it allows for more of a market rise. When you have Fodder that is more in value than it had been in previous weeks, you're adding more coins onto the game, allowing the market to rise more. Now, EA likes this. They want their market to go up and down because it means that people are losing coins weekly on teams that they're buying, because there's people that are buying on Thursdays, there's people buying on Friday nights, they're selling on Sundays, they're selling on Mondays, etc. You're making people lose coins weekly, and Fodder is just another way for them to add more coins onto the market, because obviously Fodder will add more value to those packs when people open them. So that is something to obviously think about when it comes to Fodder. They have to push the prices up, in my opinion. They've done more casino type SBCs this year. Their structure of their game is working for them right now. So I'm thinking that Fodder, if you guys do have them, I would hold it. If you guys want to invest in it, obviously you got to be patient. 84s got so low today. They were like 6K. 85s at 12K. 86s at like 20, 21, 20 they were at before. They're all up and now. Again, if we don't get anything today, you're going to see more of a sell-off on this. I believe FUT Player Days actually ends today as well. If I look at the headline screen here, and I know this video is just going off on tangents, but I'm so sorry for that. Trying to keep up with everything. There's just been so much going on with the market. And tomorrow's video also going to show you guys what to trade with and how to trade in a market like this. I think tomorrow we're going to see a similar drop off, and we're going to see a nice little rise as well in the nighttime. That's something you guys can obviously capitalize on. For example, we saw some crazy drop offs today, and then things started to rise up. This Roberto Carlos, man, got really low today. He went down to like 1.4s, and now he's back up to like 1.6. And I think you are going to see another rebound later at night tomorrow, and it's going to happen daily, because what happens is there's more panic selling in the daytime, but then when it comes to like that 9-10 p.m. UK time, people hop off the game. There's less selling, and allows for the market to stagnate or at least rise a little bit from where it was obviously a few hours before that. That's something you guys, the trend we've been seeing this year, whenever I see these huge panic windows on the market. The market that didn't really drop that much today, obviously, like we talked to you guys about, was the 100K to 300K market. But not a lot of these FUT birthdays dropped that much either. Adama dropped a little bit. Sterling dropped a little bit. Atal kind of stayed stagnant. Tamori dropped like 30, 40K. But these guys didn't really drop massively. And I think based on last year, what I had seen from all these FUT birthday cards, they did continue to drop out of packs. So I think that these cards are going to go lower as well. If you guys want to, any card that you have in your team right now, if you want to bank on Thursday being like a time where the market's going to rebound, and I think the market could go up a little bit this Thursday, as people obviously still need to play Weekend League and Division Rivals. And if you've seen all this sell-off, there is going to be an opportunity where the market could go up a little bit this Thursday. You could sell then. But like I said, Thursday's a long time from now in FIFA sense. You could drop something on Tuesday, you could drop something on Wednesday, and the market could go a little bit further. So that's a decision I'm going to allow you guys to make. That's pretty much it for me in this video. Like I said, I was all over the place, but I got to get back into the YouTube videos. Probably about 2 a day I'm going to be trying to upload for you, because we got to prepare you guys for Team of the Season. One last thing I want to talk about in this video as well. It's a longer one today, but I want to talk about the Team of the Weeks. Now, there's a lot of these cards that are really nice price right now. Ospas anywhere in like the low, middle to like 57K range is a decent price for me. Fabinho at like 56, 57. Acuna under 30 is great. Kostic at 34, 35 is great. Pavard at 25. Any of these cards at 11, 12k is just absolutely no risk. There's a lot of good things you guys can club stock right now. Like I said, the fodder market, this market as well. There's a lot of cards in this market right now you guys can buy, but you have to be patient with it. And that's something I want to preach to you guys. A lot of people are always asking me in my streams, when do I sell my fodder? Do you think an Icon SBC is going to be coming out? I can answer both those questions. I don't work for EA, so I don't know when it's coming. And number two, if you invested in fodder, you had to know the risk of waiting. And that's the risk of investing in general, is you're waiting on EA to do something to make you coins. And people got really friendly with fodder over the last couple of months because of how many SBCs EA had been releasing. But obviously they've cooled off on that now because they know people have been investing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. More videos coming soon on Team of Season Market Prep. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.